A real review of the Disney Pixar experience. I've been toying with the idea of whether I should actually call this the shittest experience I've ever been to, but after sleeping on it, yes, it's the shittest experience I've ever been to. So this opened close to Wembley Stadium on Friday the 13th of February. Unlucky for some, mainly me after coming here. But let's start with the price. An adult ticket's 34 quid, with kids between 3 and 15, 22 quid, or you can get a family ticket of 2 adults and 2 kids for 28 quid each, which includes a £5 order fee, which is just another way of saying give us an extra fiver for doing nothing, so it takes the total to £117. By their own admission, it says it only takes between 45 and 55 minutes on their website, so basically they're just ripping us off in plain sight. Anyway, let's get to the experience. But before I turn this review up to level 11, I'll start with the positives. This is a brand new building. It's clean, it's big, it's all nice and flat and spacious and on one level, and whoever actually designed and made these sets has done an incredible job. So the whole thing is set up to actually be an amazing experience. As I said, it's nice and spacious and flat and all on one level, and I know not everyone's got a buggy, but if you do have one, no matter how small they are, forget it. Put it in the buggy park, lug your kid round and shut up. Now usually I would actually understand the no buggy thing, but with the size of this place and the amount of parents struggling carrying their crying babies and breaking their backs whilst looking after other kids, with actually nothing for kids to do in here, I'll get to that bit in a minute, just didn't make sense. It would make the whole experience better for everyone if they just let them in. But anyway, first of all you're ushered into a screen where they tell you about what's going to happen. Considering this whole thing's based on kids films and kids characters, and like I mentioned, there's nothing here for kids actually to do, this is the point where I think they thought, shit, we forgot something for probably our main customer here. Let's just quickly make some crap up for them to do. So just before you go in they say, hey kiddies, this is a great game. In each room see if you can spot a yellow and blue Pixar ball. That's it. That's all kids get to do in here. This whole thing is just a giant Instagram photo opportunity for pathetic influencers to take photos to then post online pretending to the world that you're living out your childhood dream. When in fact deep down, if you didn't actually get invited here for free to lie about how good it is, you probably hate yourself because you know you've been ripped off. And as for the kids that this experience is actually for, apart from spotting them stupid balls, literally nothing. So many parents in here desperately trying to keep them entertained, constantly having to stop them photobombing other people and crying because they can't touch anything, nothing for them to climb on or play with. It's like taking a bulldozing toddler around your great auntie's house who's just got out her finest family china set for tea, and then picking it up and smashing it over her face whilst her frail bloodstained body falls to the floor crying. But anyway, once you've made it through in about half an hour, because understandably at a so-called experience your kids didn't really want to spend the whole time just queuing up for a photo, you're then hit with probably one of the worst rip-off gift shops I've ever encountered, and they've even got the cheek to try and sell you one of them stupid balls for 20 quid. So how does this one rate on the pounds to pleasure scale? In all honesty, I think I've said all that needs to be said really. To finish on a positive note though, there is a public kids park not far from where the entrance is that we probably spent more time and had more fun in than the actual experience. See you next time.